I am excited. I just want to say happy Tuesday. I hope you guys had a great July 4th. I want to take this time to thank everyone that has been visiting my store, KimoraSupply.com. Thank you guys so much. We just shipped out a batch of merch to everyone that purchased last week. So I hope you guys get it soon. And I want to take this time to say just thank you so much for supporting me and getting merch. All my drag queen merch is literally on my website. So if you guys go visit KimoraSupply.com, you guys can check out my exclusive merch and just grab a little something for you guys. In the meantime, you guys, I'm so excited for this episode because thank God I'm like entertained. As you guys know, if you guys follow me on Instagram, if you guys don't follow me yet, follow me on Instagram. I went crazy on my stories. I usually don't really get all like excited about the show unless it's like the first episode. But this episode is loads of drama. And you guys, I have a couple of things I need to say. I mean, I wasn't in the workroom, but I feel like when I was watching it, I was there. But before that, can we just get into this eye? I don't even know what I was starting off doing. It was supposed to be, I don't even know. But I'm kind of into it, right? I'm not like mad about it. So first of all Stars Snatch Game. One, like you guys know, I'm terrified of Snatch Game. I mentioned that on season 12. Girl, it's a hard challenge to win. I truly think so. Listen, we all know who did bad. We know who stuck out, India. But you guys, I want to take this time to tell every single queen out there that's watching, impersonation and being funny, it's very hard. So let's not be so rude and so mean and so like, oh my God, she did the worst. Because honestly, I would have probably did the worst. Like I'm terrified of Snatch Game. I personally can't sit here and be like, oh, she did so bad. It was just not as great. Good way to say it. But you guys, Snatch Game of love, actually. Which by the way, is more entertaining than regular Snatch Game. Is it me or is it I'm like more in love with the in love game? There's just more to it. So I think RuPaul's Drag Race needs to continue on doing the Snatch Game of love besides regular Snatch Game because I mean, who cares? It's just so boring. We have Flavor Flav. We have Ellen. We have Jeffree Star. The girls came out to slay this challenge. I'm not gonna get so detailed with the Snatch Game because there's so much more things to talk about. But I think when it comes to Snatch Game, it's okay to repeat what people have done on the Snatch Game. If queens have already done it, it's okay. You know what I mean? Like, how many times have we seen Eartha Kitt? Okay, no tea, no shade, no pink lemonade. She was the best Eartha Kitt I've ever seen. I think Eartha Kitt for Jujubee was the better than the regular Eartha Kitt. Like Jujubee nailed Eartha Kitt. I mean, this Eartha Kitt was exquisite. The way she was going back and forth with Shea Coulee as Flavor Flav. I was just like, what? Can I just say Blair makes such a cute Ellen DeGeneres? She looked dead on just like her. First of all, I didn't think anyone was gonna do Ellen, and I think she could have done it way more. You know, like, I mean, I think she was trying to focus on the lesbian jokes and try to, you know, show the world that Ellen is gay. But there was so much more about it that she could have done because Ellen, to me, like, I watch Ellen and Ellen is a very quick wit, funny. But that being said, if you were going that route, I think there could have been way more into it, the gay jokes, you know? Like, she could have played this whole role, like, why am I on here? I just found out he's a guy. I'm not into that, you know? So there's just been ways around it that she could have gone. Like I said, I probably would be second at it. Walter Mercado, Alexis Mateo. I don't really know who Walter is. But I definitely know who Walter is now. Alexis, honestly, I think it should have been a fucking tie. I think Snatch Game history, it should have been a tie. It should have been Shay as Flavor Flav and Alexis as Walter. I'm sorry. They both were so hilarious. I was like, I didn't know who Miss Cracker was, to be honest. You couldn't even tell me she was Lady Gaga at all because if that was a Lady Gaga look, I don't even recognize that look ever. Honestly, I was just paying attention to Walter and I was just like, oh my God, Alexis is letting everyone have it. And the way Alexis and India were just chiming on back and forth as Jeffree versus Walter, I was just like gagged. If you guys know Alexis is a very quick wit girl. She's very funny. She's very to the point and to the T. So I respect and I can see a part of Alexis in that character that it just made perfect sense. Flavor Flav and Walter were my favorite, but let's just go on to the Flavor Flav of Shea Coulee. This by far, if you guys have never seen Flavor Flav on VH1, I mean, he is the king of love. I mean, that show started off so many different shows. That show started off Charm School, Rock of Love. It was that time where watching love reality shows were such a thing. You know, like I remember watching A Shot of Love with Tila Tequila. TV will never be the same. So for her to bring back Flavor Flav, I was gagged. Now, let's go ahead and go into the runway. Prom. Whoa. First of all, this category is by far one of my favorites as well. I mean, it's such an iconic category that you can do so much with. I would have just literally gave you like 80s, 90s, because I honestly think, I feel like if I could pick a time to go to prom, it will probably be like the 80s and early 90s. I feel like those prom days were just the best. You know, like, I mean, the looks were there, but now prom, I feel like it's kind of like not there, but I mean, I'm 31 years old, so I don't even know what prom is like now. Miss Jujubee is giving you 80s. She's giving you crimped hair. I love this whole dress. I love the shortness to it. I love her legs showing. She's definitely telling a story. I mean, the colors on her, I love this. It was very unexpected for me to see Jujubee that way, because I never think Jujubee would go back into the 80s and do all those things and refer to the 80s. This era is everything. I love it. It's definitely an A++++++. Let's keep going down. Miss ALEXIS MATEO. This is giving me everything. I love this prom look. Now, I have to say, it's giving me a little too more on the quince side. But I mean, if someone wore this to the prom, I would be like, bitch, you need to fucking crown her. Like, I love the leg pop. She looks beautiful. The hair is just pressed and marcelled. Like, it's an exquisite look. I definitely see the prom reference. I mean, but prom reference is like dress. I love when Alexis is very pageantry. Okay, you know, that's what she does. And I like seeing that. And I like seeing queens really be who they are. Okay, you guys, let's move on to India Ferrah. I love this look. I like this look a lot. I don't like it compared to the rest of the lineup. That being said, I don't refer this to prom. Like, I don't know what prom she went to, but at my prom, I don't remember seeing anyone like this. You know what I mean? Like, I like this. There's always that dark, gothic child, you know, that comes off in lace and spiders, and she's very like, oh my god, I shop at Hot Topic, look at me, I hate Kim Kardashian. It's very that. I get it. But I think compared to everyone else, is this my favorite look on the runway? No, it's not. It's not a look that I'm going to remember. But I think overall the look for her, she looks beautiful. Like, I think it's totally my tea. I have to pull up Shea Coulee because I love this. Now, this has a story to it. You know, she did explain on the show that this was in reference of when Sasha Velour and Shea Coulee battled on my season 9, and she lost to Sasha. I love that she brought that out there because you never understand what a queen goes through and what haunts them and what they live through every single day from a past season or life in general. So it was really nice to hear Shay kind of explain that, and it just kind of tells people, like, you know, certain people take certain things and memories and it haunts them for life. I want to take this time to tell Shay, you know, you're always been a winner to me as well. I mean, a lot of my sisters on season 9 were winners to me. And I just want to take this time. Shay, you're a winner, baby, and I love you, and don't worry about that. And bitch, you know what Sasha did on season 9. That was sickening. That was sickening. It was an iconic moment, but like I said, you're a winner to me as well. You guys, next look, let's go ahead and jump into Miss Cracker. Now, this definitely stood out to me. I mean, she played the acne girl, high school, growing up, exploring your body, can't find a boyfriend kind of vibe. I liked it. It's very campy. It's to the point. I don't think it's like a bad or a good outfit. I think it's gonna be like, okay, she got through and it's good. You know, like, it wasn't one of my favorites. For me as a viewer, I don't need to see you play a story all the time. It's too predictable, and I'm kind of like, girl. But you know what? For the kids out there that are like 15 watching this, like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. I'm sure it's entertaining for you, but for me, I'm like, girl. Miss Blair St. Clair. This is my favorite look on the runway that night. It was gender bending. It was sexy. It was weird. There was so much into this look that I felt like I wanted to see more. Like, if she took that dress and it became pants, I mean, I know the judges will probably freak out, you know what I mean? Because someone wore pants on the runway, but you can wear a catsuit, but you can't wear pants. But I love this look on her. You know, like, Blair has been killing it. If I had to vote for one queen that's kind of doing this, dodging and kind of hitting, is Blair. That being said, I think Blair was the best dress. I love this look. It was my favorite. It's memorable. I love it. I love it. I love it. The eliminations comes up. Ru announces that there's no one safe. It's either one winner and the rest can go home. Which, by the way, I love. It should have been like that since the beginning. I feel like when it comes to All-Stars and how many people that want to be there, you just have to really give it your all. That being said, I feel like it should either you do great or you don't. Let's get into the drama. Now, I'm gonna keep this truly to the T. I'm not gonna sit here and sugarcoat it. I'm gonna do my best as a queen, as a good, faithful queen, okay? I have angels on my shoulders right now telling me to be just Nice. I'm gonna try my best to see it from both different sides. Well, first of all, Alexis versus Shay. You know, Shay had this thing in the back of her ear where telling her like Alexis is gonna eliminate her. And I think, you know, Shay probably wanted closure and wanted that one-on-one time to talk to Alexis and to understand, like, is this true or is it not? Are you going to eliminate me when you can, or what's going on? I respect Shay for saying that. I do. I think, you know, going back to All-Stars 2, that was the plot. You know, we have queens that come on and they want to plot things and start things and it doesn't work in their favor. It's never working in your favor. The plot isn't good if you go tell somebody. You gotta understand that. Like, if I had a plot, I'm not gonna go tell people. And that's why I don't think if there was a plot and there was a plan or a campaign to go against Shay, to eliminate her, I don't think Alexis is dumb enough to go tell somebody. Do you understand that? How do we know none of the girls are in that room planning something in their mind? I don't think if there is a campaign or there's a conversation, I don't think she's gonna go tell somebody. And from watching it, I think Shay and Alexis, they just wanted to squash what they thought was beef, you know, and I think that they did. Now, India and Alexis. I was very, very thrown off because I mean, I consider myself as a Vegas girl. I did my, you know, I wasn't born and raised there. I did my 20s there. People think I'm from Vegas, but I'm not. I just lived it for a while. I've seen a lot of Vegas girls turn their backs on each other and talk a lot of shit and not about it in the back room. I'm just gonna say that out there, and it is what it is. If y'all really want names, we can get into that video. But on my channel, this is how I'm gonna do it. I thought Alexis and India were friends. I was very surprised that India went that way. If that was true, what India said to Shay, it could have been. We don't know. Right? We need receipts. We need the receipts. I can understand if India did that because it's either the truth or she's trying to save her ass. It's one of those two. It ain't nothing more, it ain't nothing less. She's trying to save her ass, or she wants to be the Vegas girl to take the crown. You know, she's better than everybody because she might have beef with everybody. She got beef with Alexis secretly, you know what I mean? Or whatever, I don't know what happened. Or it's the truth. Now, let me tell you where she fucked up. And this is exactly the shit that people do that they need to understand. They need to open their big old eyes. Before y'all sit down with someone and tell the truth card, if you're gonna go call somebody out to someone and be a whole, oh, I heard this, you better have receipts. Girl, it's 2020. And out of all people, you're gonna pull out Shay. So you know Shay, she gonna be like, girl, bitch, I'm gonna fucking solve this shit right now. I'm gonna go figure this out because I ain't about this he said, she said shit, which is, that's how I am. So if y'all come to me and tell me something, you do best believe I will be the one be like, oh, bitch over here said it with her name attached to it. I don't be talking, oh, anonymous. No. We don't do that. I don't do that at all. Because if you wanna start some problems, we can start some problems. We can go bring it all to the table, round table, night out, kings and queens. Let's hash this out. Let's get this going. I heard Miss India said this. Is it not true? You know what I mean? And that's how you really put your feet on the ground and you understand the problem and you solve it. And she fucked up because India had no way to prove anything. And on top of that, I think it was the wrong time. You were in the bottom so many times. We knew you were stressed out. I actually think she was checked out. I think, India, if you're gonna go to Shay, you need to come up with some proof. Maybe she was crossing her fingers, the show was gonna show it, but girl, let me tell you something. These kids nowadays, they're gonna believe what they see on TV, and let me tell you, the show didn't show it. The show made you look a certain way. So when you wanna go to the script, this is a good example of the script is the script. So queens out there, if you're gonna be those queens that go back on All Stars, if you're in my same season, let me tell you something. I'm the queen. You don't wanna come to me and tell me what you heard. Because I'll be the damn queen to go out there and be like, bitch, so-and-so said this, so you need to go check her. You know what I mean? I got my own things to worry about. Ooh, bless her. So you better know Miss Kimora Blac is real, and I keep it real, and I play it fair and square. I play it to the T. I play it, may the best one win. You know, and I think that's how it should be played. I was so team Alexis because I can't tell you India did that to me, but I can see India doing that. I'm not saying what she said is true or not true. I'm just saying it could be true. That's all. You know what we need to do? We need to call up Miss Mayhem. Mayhem, I'm waiting, girl. I'm waiting for the receipts. I'm waiting for the confirmation. I'm waiting for you to tell me, is that true or yay or nay? Girl, there's so much people involved that you can't really know the answer until all information's on the table. Girl, the drama. I'm so happy Alexis didn't go home because I would be devastated if that's why she went home. with no proof that she did that, because she killed it. You know, Alexis, she killed this snatch game, and she was damn well did not deserve to go home. I was just like, oh, thank God. Let's wrap this shit up. Miss Shay won. Congratulations. She's $10,000 richer. I'm so excited for her. She's still one of my top 3s that I love. I love her. And like I said, I'm not trying to be biased, but I actually really do love and enjoy Shay. That being said, Miss India Ferrah, I want to take this time to say congratulations for making it to All-Stars. I know All-Star has been a goal for you for a while. You've mentioned it in positive and negative ways online. You've dragged down a bunch of girls. You dragged down people. You probably burned some bridges with a lot of people. Listen, however you guys want to do and however you guys want to climb the ladder to the top, climb it. But don't act surprised when somebody gets in there and calls you out. You know what I mean? I've always thought India Ferrah is an amazing drag queen. I've worked with her many times back in the day. Like I said, I never have anything towards her. I just can't stand her fingers on the keyboard. She rambles a lot, and it's to the point where I don't care for people that do that in general. I just don't have time for that. So if you guys are drag queens out there, now this is a message for you guys. A message from me. Putting the dumb look aside, the dumb jokes, and the whole wait what aside, Kimora. This is Kimora Blac to you. I'm gonna let you know right now. Drag is drag. And no drag queen out there is gonna tell you what you can do and what makes you a drag queen. And I want you guys to understand that. And if you are queen enough to go out there and type things and write things and lie and do things like that, sure, do that. But don't be surprised if you get called out and this shit backfires on you later, because that's the problem. And that's why I'm not friends with a lot of queens. I'm very particular. I might be nice to you, but it doesn't mean I'm your friend. And I keep that very, very tight is because a lot of queens like to think they're very above. They think they are above it all. They think because they go out and buy $2 yards of fabric from downtown and sew a costume, you know, with a keyhole, and they make 500s of them, and they think they can do this and they can perform, they can lip sync, and they think they're better than you. And that's the problem with this drag community, is that there's queens that think they're better, but you have nothing to pay forward besides your negativity, and your negativity shows. You might look stunning, you might represent something, an era of drag, you might be talented because you can sew a keyhole catsuit, but that doesn't mean you're better than anybody. You're not better than anybody. You're not gonna tell anybody how to do drag. But that being said, to my baby drag queens out there, go out there, live your fucking life, entertain, do drag for yourself. Be who you are and don't let anyone take you down. And if they do, call the bitch out. And if you can't call them out, well, bitch, sit down. You might handle those problems differently than I can, because I can call somebody out. I just think sometimes, you know, this is a moment to learn, and I hope everyone out there, the negativities, we don't need that right now. So I want you guys to understand that don't go to queens pages and write negative things and drag them out. Like, you guys, come on, that shit is so old and disgusting, and all it does is just creates karma for yourself. So fans out there, I know you guys are big fans of the show and you just think your opinions is everything, but you guys gotta understand that saying it and explaining it to someone doesn't really do anything, you know what I mean? So make sure you guys are subscribing to my channel. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Down in the comments below, let me know what you guys think of this previous episode. I'll see you guys in a few days.